Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are sorry to interrupt your programming. I believe you were right in the middle of the top 10 popes. I think you were on Leo the 13th. He's pretty good. That's a pretty good pope. He was old. Anyway, we have just discovered alien life. That's why I interrupted. Alien life is confirmed. We actually have a video feed of a real alien. Yes, a real 100%. This is an alien. It has been confirmed. So here it is, the 100% real alien. That is not an alien. That is a trap card. That looks nothing like an alien. That's a piece of paper. That's literally... Who said this was an alien?
It was Magical Hats.
Him? There are few cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! As broken as Magical Hats. And today I am pulling off probably the stupidest combo I have ever created. And it is 100% Edison legal. It works. It has been confirmed and tested. Magical Hats lets you play this sort of cup bead game in real life. You take 2 spell traps out of your deck, put them face down with your 1 monster that's on the field, shuffle them around, and then your opponent can attack one. And this is bad. As you can tell, in a format where Mirror Force exists, this is probably not the best way to defend your monsters, but Magical Hats can do one thing that Mirror Force could never dream of. It turns spell and trap cards into monsters. This kind of breaks Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sure this is painfully apparent to anyone who has been watching Luke Von Karma's sub-replays, but today we are not doing Luna-like combos. We are playing Edison format, so the combos are much, much worse. I'm just going to come out in front and say this deck is not very good. Even if I had built the deck as optimally as I could, it would still be playing 3 Magical Hats at the end of the day. So I saw 2 paths in front of me, and I chose to walk down the much stupider one. I have built an alien hero deck that plays 0 alien monsters and 0 hero monsters. Here's how it works. Magical Hats summons out the spell traps as face-down normal monsters. They do not have types, levels, but they do have names. So if we were to activate Magical Hats and summon out an alien lab face down on our side of the field, well, that is just an alien monster. So we can flip Planet Pollutant Virus, tribute our alien lab, and have a pretty decent board wipe. 100% real alien confirmed by Konami. The hero version of this hero deck that plays no hero monsters is much more complicated. You see, Konami has apparently run into this problem before with the names of cards leading to silly interactions, and so they made a very specific version of the word hero to designate what is and what isn't a hero card. This is why the card Hero Kid is not in the hero archetype. And if you look at the two, you can see one is slightly smaller and the other one is bigger. This is something I had to learn the hard way because the original version of this deck was playing Treacherous Trap Hole, Treacherous Trap Hole as the hero monster. And God, I wish I could have done this combo with Treacherous Trap Hole, but alas, there was one card that saved the day. Apparently the card Hero's Bond is the correct spelling of hero. It is on the website. I have confirmed it on Master Duel. This is the only hero spell trap, so the combo still works. It's just a lot less funny than using Treacherous Trap Hole. Also, this reptile card kind of has the word hero in it. The deck was so much funnier, but this is what we've got. All you need to pull off this combo is 1 water monster on your side of the field, Magical Hat set, and Super Polymerization set. You activate Magical Hats, summon out the Hero's Bond normal monster from your deck face down. Then you flip the Super Polymerization during your opponent's battle phase, discard a card. You have one water monster and one hero monster on your side of the field, and that is just absolute zero that you summoned with no real hero cards. Look at this summoning animation on Master Duel. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's incredible. Does this and this equal this? I guess so. Thank you, Konami. I mean, look at this deck list. It just keeps getting even crazier. We're playing Codarus Gear Town. There are no hero monsters, no alien monsters, but you know we have that planet Pollutant Virus and those super polymerizations to make our boss monster the absolute zero. The whole idea of the Codarus Gear Town is you just need a bunch of water monsters. I wanted to be able to pull off the super poly combo as often as possible, and magical hats can just trigger Gear Town. So, I mean, future tech in Gear Town decks easily summon out 2 Galgatrons from the deck during the battle phase. I don't know, could be good. Shout out to Luke Von Karma for inspiring this video, and Zunichi for telling me to play magical hats a few days ago. This is probably the craziest deck I've ever made. It's definitely not the best, but yeah, let's do some stupid plays that don't make any sense.
All right, first up, we've got a match against meta. Kind of the is quick draw the meta? I don't know. Anyway, look at this opening hand. No magical hats, but we got Codarus. We got a Legendary Ocean. We're feeling pretty good. They're just going to set a card and pass their turn. I don't want to get too greedy with this Codarus, so I'm just going to set one card and pass. They are going to tribute summon a Caius. They banish this Mother Grizzly. They attack us for 24 and pass their turn. We draw a Crystal Seer. We are going to activate Terraforming. We get a Gear Town to our hand. We're going to set the Gear Town, set a Legendary Ocean over the Gear Town. This will destroy the Gear Town via game mechanic and summon out a Galgatron Dragon from the deck. We are then going to get very greedy and normal summon a Codarus, activate its effect to send both of the tokens to the graveyard, attack over this Caius, and then get in for 1400 damage. And then we are just going to pass our turn. My opponent is going to activate Foolish Burial, sending a Treeborn Frog. They're then going to set a monster and pass their turn. We discard this Warrior of Atlantis, get a Legendary Ocean, use the Codarus to send the monster, but it was just a Sandgan, the hard punish. They get a quick draw to their hand. We can get in for 14 and 3000, set this magical hats, and pass our turn after setting the Crystal Seer. They get the Treeborn Frog back. They're then going to activate Brain Control, going down to 800 life points. They attack into our Codarus. We will take that 1600. We were thinking about activating magical hats, and we probably should have. They're going to tribute summon the quick draw, special summon a Turbo Warrior, set a back row, and pass their turn. Another magical hats is not going to do it, but this Crystal Seer will get us to the planet Pollutant Virus. So we are going to take that card, set a couple of cards, and pass our turn. They are going to activate Cold Wave and Debris Dragon. Although Black Rose would absolutely destroy us, they just go with Ancient Fairy, and this is lethal because we cannot get our alien out of the deck because we cannot activate any spell or trap cards for the turn. GG's. All right, now it is time for game number 2 against my very kind opponent. What will happen? Will we get to pull off some magical hat shenanigans with this hand? Probably, as long as we can get a monster. We're just going to pass our turn. They are going to activate Foolish Burial, sending a Dandelion. They're then going to special summon a quick draw from their hand, discarding a Lila. They're going to make a Drill Warrior, use Drill Warrior, discarding a Caius to banish itself, set a card, and pass their turn. We draw a Codarus, which is not too bad at all. We're going to normal summon that Codarus, send a Legendary Ocean to send both of his cards to the graveyard, get in for 1400, set a couple of cards, and pass our turn. They're going to get back the Drill Warrior. They get a Dandelion to their hand. They're going to activate 1-for-1, pitching Dandy. They're going to get a Cyber Valley out of the deck, use Cyber Valley to banish itself and a token to draw 2 cards. Then they are going to go into the battle phase, and big mistake. We can activate our magical hats. We can summon out Hero's Bond and Alien Brain from the deck. These are normal monsters, and I see an alien monster and a hero monster. Were they going to activate Planet Pollutant Virus, Drill Warrior, no more. We tribute our alien. It is confirmed real to destroy all of their monsters, and then before those magical hats get destroyed, we can chain super polymerization, fusing the hero and the Codarus, discarding a card for Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero. Are you kidding me? I mean, both of the combos in the same battle phase? I mean, will it win us the game? No, it won't. But come on. If Danny was watching this sub replay, he would be smiling. He would be having a good time. So with that, it's still their turn. That was all in their battle phase. They're going to activate Future Fusion, and then they are going to activate Pot of Avarice, shuffling all these monsters back. They draw 2 more cards, and with that, they pass their turn. Warrior of Atlantis is not too bad. We can get a bit of a clock. We're going to attack for 1900 and 3000 because it is gaining 500, and then they can summon a Tragodia. That is very bad for us because they happen to be playing the Plasma, the level 8, the Punish. They steal our monster, and then they activate Miracle Fusion to get their own Ab-Zero. They're going to attack into our Warrior of Atlantis, and then get in for 2,500. I think I accidentally do 3,000, but it's no longer gaining, but that's fine. And we draw literally the best card in our entire deck, Terraforming. We are still in this game. We can activate that Terraforming, add a Gear Town from our deck to our hand. We can then set the Gear Town, activate Heavy Storm. Not only will this kill their Future Fusion, but we can also get out a Gear Dragon from the deck. This will clear our own Ab-Zero, which will go to our graveyard and then destroy all of their monsters, and then their Ab-Zero will destroy our monster. So we are now cleaned up and back in the game. All they need to do is whiff a few draws, and this Lila is going to be a little bit of a problem. Can we draw something good? Come on, deck. Planet Pollutant Virus. I'm so dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay.
I can't believe we did both combos in the same battle phase, and still we lost that game. This deck is the pinnacle of thinking that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just about pulling off your combo, and then you have to actually get their life points down, and you're just staring at your cards. I don't know. This deck was silly. It was stupid. Obviously, you could try a more optimized version. I don't think Magical Hats is a bad card by any means. I mean, very few cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Summon 2 monsters out of the deck. Who cares if they are spell cards with only the names that count as monsters, but still you can do some pretty funny things. And I don't want to tease this too much, but I'm too excited about it to not say it. I'm going to try to be cooking an unbelievable Ojama deck with this combo, because you can literally go +6 with this combo. If you summon out 2 Oja Magics from the deck and then Super Poly into Ojama Knight, you get to trigger both Oja Magics and add 6 monsters from your deck to your hand. That, I mean, +6 plus Ojama Knight, I mean, we're gonna go Ground Collapse. We're gonna lock some zones and go +6. That is going to be an excellent episode. But for now, we are on this silly alien hero deck. So we got to put it in a small possibility of doing anything, because it doesn't really do anything. You pull off your combo, but, you know, it doesn't win. So that's normally what a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck is trying to do. Although, I think you've got to keep some of this heart in Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to have some fun. You got to mess around, build stupid decks, try them out against your friends. Just try to break Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's fun. The fact there's thousands and thousands of cards to mess around with leads to funny stuff like this. So thank you, Magical Hats, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I also want to shout out my channel members. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and that is Marcus Willebrandt, Fabrizio Petrulli, Live, Victor Von Doom, Yell24, Your Moonstone, Pilsganom. I might need some pronunciation help with that one. I'm so sorry.
Outback YGO, Appellate Lawyer, Harold Garita, and D Blakes 55. Thank you guys so much, and I promise I will have some more members videos soon. Thanks.